DFM is the acronym for Design for Manufacturability, but it's really taken on a new term, which is DFx, with the X stand taking the place of manufacturability, and you could include assembly, recyclability, repairability. So it's just not just manufacturing. It now encompasses really from the full from birth through death of a product, from initial design of the product through its ultimately disposal of the product, and hopefully the product can be disposed of in an environmentally safe and efficient manner so that it can be disassembled. In fact, we have design for disassembly so that it can in fact be recycled. One of my colleagues, who's Professor Sung Kim, he teaches a course. He and I actually go back to AT&T, where we worked together at the AT&T Engineering Research Center, which had been the research center for Western Electric, which was the manufacturing arm of the Bell system prior to 1984. And we used this technique to improve on the product design of telecommunications equipment. So Professor Kim was the in-house expert at AT&T for design for manufacturability. In New York City, now, based on what I've been told, within Brooklyn, I've been told that there are 2,000 manufacturing companies, and within the entire city of New York, there are almost 8,000 manufacturing companies. We actually have relationships with up to about 19 to 20 companies in the New York City metropolitan area. For instance, at the Brooklyn Navy Yard, we've done work for DMC, which is Durable Machinery Corporation. They manufacture extreme environment explosion-proof air conditioners. This is done at the Brooklyn Navy Yard. We have students working in a company called Capsis, which builds multi-story modular housing at the Brooklyn Navy Yard. We also work with a company called D-Form, which makes high-end lighting fixture covers. And we've also worked with iStone, which is a company that uses recycled glass and Portland cement to manufacture countertops. We've also worked with companies such as Radar in Manhattan, which designs and manufactures high-end door partitions. The CAD systems are very relevant for the concept of DFM. It's another tool that one would use to apply the principles of design for manufacturability. Because years ago, 40, 50 years ago, when you have draftsmen or draftspeople who were actually working there with T-squares and drawing boards, they would design a part in two-dimensional in what was then known as orthographic projection. Today, designers could actually design the part in 3D, and it's much more visual, so that you can see the part almost in real time as you design it, and you could realize that if you're making a mistake, it'll show up very quickly that even though you might be able to draw it, you might not be able to manufacture it. We've got computer people who are developing the software to run an MRI machine, and by extension, you could say, well, I'm bringing in software people and into the medical field. Well, yeah, you are, but they really don't have to know a lot about medicine to develop a system in terms of handling literally computer bits in terms of information.
Yeah, so you have to teach them manufacturing.
Well, it helps. It helps.